here's where 210 is at. I'm in the Azusa, California area right now, just passing by Highway 39. I'm going to get on the 605 freeway pretty soon. I need to move over. At least be ready once this Explorer gets by me. There's a gap behind him. I'm hoping I can get. Now this Camaro's going to screw it up. Don't act like you don't see my damn turn signal. Don't even try to play stupid with me. Anyway, I'm on my way to make my delivery in Carson, California. Well, Carson, I guess you could say. Are you in California? And I already said I'm in Cali. Yeah. Anyway, it's a customer I've been to once before. It is it's not a usual kind of setup to get in there and dock in. So I'll explain more of that when I get over there. Normally when I go to Carson or in that same area, it's either the Ralph's DC there in Compton, which I can actually pass right by if I do decide to take that exit. Or there's Yoplate. There are a couple other customers in that same industrial area that I've been to before, as well as the one that I'm going to this morning. The one that I'm going to this morning, I can't remember the name of it. I can't even remember the name of the street. It's I know where the street's at. I just can't remember the name of the street. So it's named after a person. What is that, Jordan? I don't know, Whitaker or something. I don't know. I forget. Figure it out when I get over there. I know exactly where the customer is at. I just brain fart on the name of the damn street that it's on. That's in between. It's off, basically, from here I'm going to be taking 605 south. By the way, it's 6:43 a.m. local time. I have an 8 a.m. appointment time. Basically, that's what time they open. Better hurry up. Get on it. There you go. So I'll leave you a gap, but I'm not going to keep slowing down for your ass. You too, Prius. Alright, 605, I'm getting on from the westbound 210. I'm going to merge in with the traffic coming off the eastbound side of 210 from the left. So, normally I like to be on the left, in the left lane on transition roads, because normally when we transition onto other roads, if there are multiple lanes on the transition road, usually they merge from right to left. And then, then the one lane that's left merges in from the right side to the, with the through traffic coming in from the left. This time it's a different situation though, because I know this interchange, it's going to be, there's power lines up ahead that cause interference regularly with my antenna. Anyway, I'm going to be merging in from the left side going to the right this time. We'll have look like a couple of traffic delays. I got my map up. I don't like to drive in California without knowing what the traffic conditions look like, because there are a number of different alternate routes that I could take depending on if there's something going on maybe on the preferred route. I might have a particular alternate that I want to take based on based on what the conditions are. Another advantage of not streaming live. Come on, lady. Let me go look. Alright, looks like it should be clear from here down to the other side. Well, actually, in between the 60 and 5 freeways. Then down into Whittier and Santa Fe Springs. Speaking of Whittier, I do have a reload assignment that picks up this morning as well, and it picks up there in Whittier. If you guys are familiar with the website newegg.com, it's an electronics dealer that I highly, highly recommend. I've been a customer of theirs for good 20 years, easily. They got good prices. The customer service is awesome. I've had to get RMAs done with them before, and they are not slow by any stretch. They're like the Amazon of electronics industry, if you ask me. And I'll still opt for Newegg for whenever I have electronic stuff I want to buy. You know, like computers or whatever, computer parts. Yeah, they have a really nice interface on their website, and yeah, they're very fast shippers. Anyway, their main warehouse is right over here in Whittier, which I'll be going right past. Actually, the customer I'm picking up from later on this morning is literally right around the corner from Newegg's warehouse. Yeah, if you're not familiar with them, I highly recommend checking them out. They are an excellent company. A lot of times I'll order something by, let's just say, before noon on, let's just say today. If I order it by noon today, it'll be at my house tomorrow, easily. That might take a little bit more time for those of you guys who don't live in Southern Cal, but they do not screw around when it comes to shipping very quickly. You know, whatever the case might be, and like I said, I've had to get RMAs on stuff, and they don't waste their time on that either, or they don't waste your time either. They're very quick about authorizing RMAs when you need that kind of, if you have a legit issue that requires an RMA. Alright, so southbound 605, I'm at Lower Azusa Road and Los Angeles Street. It's not Los Angeles, it's Los Angeles. Or if you want to white boy it, it's Los Angeles. It's LOS, not LAS. Ramona Boulevard, El Monte. Keep in mind, most of 65 each, 5 each, 4 each, 2. Okay, let me get out and walk around here. 1. Okay. I got the 10 freeway coming up in a mile and a quarter from here, and not too much further down will be the 60 freeway. You guys have at least some familiarity with Southern California. 10 and 60 freeways basically parallel each other. They actually converge over by downtown LA, East LA interchange area, as you might call it, and then they run parallel to each other by not too many miles, all the way over to Beaumont, California, where they reconverge. that, and then I gotta watch this traffic in the far right lane because like this pickup here, I don't know. I mean, he could be getting on the 10, and yeah, he is. But he just got on, and had he been wanting to get on the 605, he was going to be a candidate to come over and cut me off. So it's called good defensive driving, watching for that kind of stuff. Alright, traffic looks fine between here and the 60 freeways. Look like about halfway between the 60 and can't tell what highway that is. I don't know if that's 39 or 77, I think. About halfway between those two highways, it looks like it's going to slow down. But that's normal here. I'm not surprised. And also see. Yeah, it looks like it clears back up a little bit when I get by the 105 freeway. There in the Santa Fe Springs, Norwalk area, and then bog back down at the 91. And I'll be getting on 91 westbound. Won't be on it very long. Basically 91 until I get on the other side of the 710 freeway. And not too far past 710, we got the Wilmington Avenue exit. That's one of the exits I can use, or the one right after that is Central Avenue. I can use that one as well. Okay, and it's not too far south of the 60 freeway over here on the east side of the highway where my next shipper is going to be. We'll talk more about that one when the time comes, because we'll be working on the footage for that and for a separate video. So I can still have content for you guys. 61-degree weather here. Starting to slow down a little bit here, down to 50 miles an hour. But I got time to work with. It is just almost 10 minutes before 7 o'clock. And the customer, I think, opens at 8, so it's not like I have to be there, but not like I can check in at 7, if I remember right. I could be wrong, I don't know, but because it's been a while since I've been to that customer, and I've only been to them once, and I don't recall if they open at 8 or if they open a little bit earlier and I have an 8 o'clock appointment. But I will try to get checked in as quickly as I can, because my reload is supposed to be at 10 a.m. I'm probably not going to make it there on time, but that is what it is. I think I'll probably end up I'm thinking about going over to Vernon to get my trailer washed out, and after I'm done, and or just if the trailer's in good enough shape, I'll just sweep it out. I prefer to wash it out, but a tight schedule like that, okay, I may consider just sweeping it out after I get through unloading, so I can just go straight to the receiver. Alright, starting to bog down a bit here. Just got past the 60 freeway. Got Rose Hill Road coming up next. We're going to be slow all the way to just about the 105 freeway. 105 is the one that goes across from Norwalk area over to LAX. too bad. It just, I mean, it looks like there's like maybe an occasional stop and go moment or something, but otherwise it looks like it's moving between 20 and 40 miles an hour most of the way. So a little bit of patience. And like I said, there's no need to hurry. I got an hour to go to get to before my appointment time, and before I think they open. But like I said, I might find out that they're open earlier. I don't know. Won't find out until I get there. Alright, back up to speed here after the Rose Hill exit. Got Beverly Boulevard coming up next. Okay, but yeah, it looks like I'm supposed to slow down again right about right here. Yeah, it looks like some of the orange that was behind me disappeared once it turned to green on the map when we went through there and updated the data. Can't see around Central, so I'm going to back it off a little bit. I don't want to keep my speed up and not know what I'm getting myself into around the curve, because Central was blocking my view of what's coming up. It's good practice here, guys, if you're not very experienced drivers. Watch out for that kind of stuff. There could be a sudden slowdown of traffic, especially when I got a map here that's telling me that I need to expect slowing traffic up here, right in that area. So now we're slowing. Yeah, I don't want to come around a curve and be blinded by Central's trailer and all of a sudden find stop and go conditions up here. I'm going to have to hit my brakes hard to avoid any problems. Plenty of time here for the distracted many out here. Ask Jesus for mercy. Jesus saves from hell. Whittier Boulevard. And I'm already past the exit for my receiver, for my shipper on the next pickup. It's not Whittier Boulevard, but I think Beverly, the one I just passed. Whittier city limit just shy of 87,000. We need a few more tires in that pickup. Come on, you can fit more. Right there by the latch part of the tailgate is oh, I see they're like, yeah, they're in pairs that are all band wrapped together, or whatever you want to call them. Freightliner driver beside me is perhaps a little bit on the impatient side. Can't handle dealing with this. Relax, dude. You're not going to get anywhere. It's not going to help you at all. Now he's actually backed off a bit. Leaving extra space, but really you came to a complete stop for no seemingly good reason there. Probably on his phone. I didn't see a phone in his hand or anything, but it seemed a little odd that he stopped there well short of that car in front of him, and came to almost a complete stop even when the car in front of him did not. Change my zoom. I don't like to use the map. I don't like to have navigation equipment telling me how to get places. It puts too much clutter on the screen, and I just want to see the map. I like to hear about the traffic conditions all the way from here to the customer. That's it. I can probably show that basically what I do, or how I go about that. See, I don't need help figuring out how to get to the customer. I already know how to get to them, and I just want to know if there are any non-green areas on the map, on the roads, as far as the traffic speed data is concerned, and if so, does it look like there might be a better route, like maybe one has red on it and another doesn't? Because in this area, I could always say there's something really bad going on here on this part of the 605. All right, no problem. I can get on 60 westbound and then go down the 710 freeway instead. Unless the 60 and 710 route also has just as big a problem. But yeah, there are ways around a lot of the around this very easily if you know the highway network, and particularly if you're looking at the traffic speed data. Just got a pop-up notification from one of my TSP group admins that PMI, basically the manufacturing index report that came out this morning was extremely good. Basically 59.3, I think is what it said. I just got a quick little glance at it. The 59.3, it basically means that 59.3% of the companies that are surveyed in that are reporting expansion. That's a really good number. That's a very good number. So you think the economy's in bad shape? You think the economy? I was trying to downshift when I meant to downshift, but I was trying to upshift instead. It happens. So that's a really good sign for the economy. I know COVID-19 has been a big problem. Overall, it's been a dark cloud and a very wacky 2020 as it is, but we're actually in good shape overall, in spite of the problem. So think whoever you want, think the Fed, think the president, I don't really care. I'm not trying to get all into politics. It's just something to talk about. I don't really care who your thought is on one person or another as far as the presidency is concerned. Their current or potential. But the economic data doesn't lie, and the economic data is telling me that we're in good shape. Not without its problems. We always got our share of problems, but definitely in good overall shape. It means a good thing for stock prices. Looking ahead. Now, speaking of that, because you guys know I have a strong background with investing, I want to clear up the common misconception that people have about presidential candidates. Okay, so a lot of people think, let's just say if if Biden wins, the economy's going to tank, or if Trump wins, it's going to be the economy's the stock market's going to take off again because Trump really cares about the stock market. Well, yeah, he should. A lot of people should. Everybody should care about the stock market because most people have their retirement, retirability riding on how the stock market does. And on top of that, anybody who has any sense at all is going to invest their money and wants to see the stock market do well. The stock market's not going to do well when the economy's not doing well. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's say tomorrow's the election. It doesn't matter if Trump wins or Biden wins. Both want what's better. Both want what's good for the economy. You might disagree with them on how to go about doing it, or one or the other, or whatever. That's your right, and that's not my place to tell you that you're an idiot for maybe picking one side or another. I'm just stating facts and my experience with investing for those of you guys who I think really should learn more about it. Alright, got some fog here coming up on the 5 freeway also. Alright, so anyway, here's what happens when presidential elections come up. Yeah, the market does tend to drop a little bit before each election. And the reason why usually is because two candidates tend to be a little bit polar opposite in terms of what they're going to focus on with economics. And what I mean by it, it's not that one of them is going to tank the economy and the other one's going to help it. No, that can't be further from the truth. And the president has less influence on the broader economy than the Fed does. Yeah, Federal Reserve. FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee. Yeah, they set interest rate policy that can have a lot to do with what goes on with the broader economy, health of the economy. And global economics, too, that can have a lot to do with how healthy or unhealthy the U.S. economy is because, there's, to some decent extent, the U.S. economy relies on exports as well as imports. Exports basically to, sell to either supplies the foreign manufacturers or to foreign consumers. All right, but anyway, put it this way: what happens is, one candidate might be good for one industry and then not so good for another industry. I don't really know too much about what Biden's whole ideology is, and I'm not going to get all into I think this or that. It doesn't matter. All I care about is my retirement account and my investment account do well. And neither one of them is going to hurt it. I guarantee it. They'll both help it. The problem that comes up right now in the short term is that longer-term investors. Now I'll just say, let's go with the 2016 election when Hillary Clinton was running against Donald Trump. Okay, Hillary, I know she was going after the healthcare industry. So, but then Donald Trump was maybe not quite so hard against them. So what that meant was that if Hillary Clinton was to become elected president, that it would be bad for healthcare stocks, but it could be she could be a positive for another industry, and she could have been a positive for an industry that Trump was not so positive for. So what happens is, I'm gonna start working my way over because. Not too far away from the 91 once this guy gets over. I got 105 freeway coming up here, and then not too far past that is 91. Alright, so anyway, so when you get more microeconomically oriented investors, basically people who are looking more at the individual companies and the smaller details of those companies, that's microeconomics. They don't know where to put their money because they don't know who's going to win and how they're going to affect the industries that the companies that they're interested in are in. So, you know, maybe they want to invest in healthcare, but like in that 2016 case, Hillary Clinton, oh, she's not good for healthcare. So what they do is they pull their money. They pull their money and just don't invest it because they don't know where to put it. They want it invested. They want the money to to make passive income for them. It's not going to sit on the sideline forever. They can't make money if it's not invested somewhere, even if it's in the bond market or in some other industry that, you know, even when the economy's tanking, there are certain industries that are going to do better, like the maybe consumer services industry, or consumer staples, as we call it in the sector. Consumer staples would be like your food and drink stuff, like grocery stores, like Kroger, for example, or Pepsi, Coke, I think General Mills or something. You know, just, you know, your general grocery store kind of stuff. Everybody, it doesn't matter how bad the economy is, people need their food. People need food and drink, and you need to slow down, dude. I'm coming over. I don't give a shit if you like it or not. It's not gonna block me from getting onto the 91. Alright. So my point is, they don't know which industry to put their money in because they don't know how which one. I wouldn't do this normally, but come on over, Tilda. So what happens is once there's more clarity on who's going to win, and like I say, they don't care who's going to win. They care more about what companies that they should and should not invest in based on who is going to win. So, you know, if Biden ends up winning, they're gonna put their money into certain industries. And then if Trump wins, they'll put it into other industries based on how each candidate affects each particular industry. They want the money making, they want their investment capital making money for them. So don't fall for this bullshit that a lot of people are going to spew and say, oh yeah, the economy's going to tank if Biden. Oh, screw that. That's idiots talking. Don't be an idiot. And this is people who have no knowledge of how the stock market really works either. So, hopefully that'll help some of you guys out. Don't make any rash decisions to flee from stocks. Now, I know a lot of people probably already left stocks ahead of the election now, but if you did leave, you might want to get your money back in the market today, because once there's any clarity at all tomorrow, because retirement accounts, usually you got to have your money, like in my TSP account, I have to do my fund transfer no later than noon Eastern time. Okay, I got the Bellflower Boulevard coming up. Close, but they let me over. They flashed to let me over. Okay, so I can either get off at Wilmington or I can get off at Central. I'm going to probably get off at Wilmington. those of you guys who drive for JCT, you might recognize Wilmington at the 91 freeway. It's also where the Ralph's distribution center in Compton is. It's actually a decent area. A lot of people, some people who have any familiarity with Compton or knowledge about Compton's history, particularly the gangsta rap stuff and LA riots and all that kind of stuff. The movie Colors, with Ice-T and all them. A lot of people, Compton has a stigma because of that gangbanger history. Depends on what part of town you're in, though. Most of Compton is north of the 91 freeway, but the Ralph's DC is on the south side of the freeway, and over on the Carson side of town. In fact, Victoria or Virginia Street, whatever it is, just south of the Ralph's DC. I believe that's the border between Compton and Carson, and that whole area is actually it's not a bad area. I'm not afraid to go walking down the street right there. It doesn't matter where you're at. I'm not going to go walking around the street at night, because even in a decent area, you can have people passing through who are up to no good. So. But yeah, that's a nice area. It's mostly all industrial, like truck traffic or people trying to go to work and actually and do something productive with life. So don't think that Compton is a bad area just because it's Compton. Now there are people who won't. I forgot. Yeah, I gotta get past the 710 freeway before I get to my customer, before I get to Wilmington Avenue. Like I said, I'm not in a big hurry. It's 7:17 right now. And I'm not very far away. I'm on the final stretch here, I will say, before I get off the freeway. Imagine I'll probably be, I don't know, might be parked by 7:30. I'll have to park in the middle of the street and then go walk up and check in when I get there. You can't drive into there. Basically, don't drive into their lot unless you already have a dock door assignment. And then a dock door assignment, once you have a dock door, you're gonna have to basically set up in the street and back into their lot. There's not enough room to do a side backing. If you nose into the lot, you're going to have to blindside in. So if you're on a day cab, it's not such a big deal. But if you're in a sleeper cab, highly likely you're going to want to set up on the street. Now it's not too big a deal which way you're facing. We're trying to get in off the street, because there is a driveway right across the street from the customer that you can use to set up a straight backing. But yeah, definitely gotta watch for traffic coming in each direction, because say you're gonna have truck traffic in the area. You might want to go really slow. And I don't think going is going to necessarily help you too much either, because you can go and then the time it takes you to go and then walk back to your truck and start moving your truck. Now, after you're already set up, and someone might already be coming that was not there when you go. So, and just say be very efficient about going from forward to reverse, and then just go very, very slowly. If you need that, if you can't see around the trucks that might be parked near there. That is an issue. Now, to get up at Central Avenue, basically you go down, you go south on Central, and then the very first, you got the light there, Victoria or Virginia. It starts with a V. I think it's Victoria or something. I don't remember. The very first street after that you can turn left on is where the customer's at, and they'll be on the left side of the street. I'm gonna probably come in off the Wilmington side because there's more room between the customer and where I come in off of Wilmington. It looks like I will have some more slowing over here after I get past 710. And Cherry Avenue exit coming up, exit 13, and then 710 very soon after that. Yeah, I mean, you can also go westbound on the street and then set up a straight back, but using the driveway across the street. It's a pretty decently wide street too. So even if, worst case, you can blindside, and it's not that bad a blindside. All right, 710 freeway, 3/4 mile. Barberna LLC. I had a little bit of delay with my video editing stuff because my tablet did a Windows update. It runs on Windows 10. It did a Windows update, and then once it got through updating, for some reason it would not come back online. I mean, I could get into the computer, but didn't think it mattered. I thought I was in the right spot where I could do either or, but apparently not. I saw the 3 lanes thing up before I got to it, but made a dumb assumption that the 4th lane that I was in could go either direction. Move right because I want to have minimal difficulty trying to get over to get off the freeway when I need to, which is going to be pretty fast. Alright, the customer I'm going to is called Global Freight. I think that lane ends right now, yeah. So yeah, this lane is ending. I see the Major League Baseball Youth Academy. Alright, Santa Fe Avenue and Alameda Street, exit 10. That one you can take all the way down into Wilmington, I know that. Yeah, Alameda. We got customers down there off Alameda and Pacific Coast Highway that we go to as well. Tailgate. I'm just trying to get my trailer out of the other lane as promptly as I can, so people I can't go by without being blocked by it. No, he's coming over as well. So I guess I should have just stayed in the number 3 lane that are from earlier. Yeah, very next exit after this one I'm passing now is Wilmington. So I will probably be using. It looks like it clears up right after the Wilmington exit, but I'm gonna go ahead and exit at Wilmington, head south, go right past the Ralph's Distribution Center, Ralph's, for those of you guys who aren't familiar, that's a supermarket chain, a grocery store chain, if you will. So some of you guys are not from the U.S. and might not know what a supermarket is. That's a grocery store. Yeah, it's a grocery chain that's pretty common to see here in Southern Cal. Long Beach Transit, Galaxy Express. Yeah, the LA Galaxy. My uncle's a big fan of that soccer team, the LA Galaxy. He's not too happy with them. He has a LA Galaxy face mask that he wears, and he's wearing it upside down right now because they're, I guess, in dead last in their division. All right, half a mile. Okay, a little bit more zoomed in. Turn on Victoria. Oh, I think it's Victoria. That's what I plan to do. I'm gonna get off at Wilmington, head south, and then turn right or west on Victoria, and then like two little streets over on the left side, I'll be turning on that. And then the very first street after that is the street with the person's name on it, the person name street, whatever, that I'll be getting off, I'll be turning on to, and that's where the customer is. Can't even see the overpass yet. I wouldn't really, I don't think I would call it thick fog, but it's not a thin layer either by any stretch. Trying to check my hood mirror up there to double check there's nobody in my blind spot up there, or what little blind spot there is, but I had some little bit of mist, or moisture, this fog, the mist from this fog kind of restricted my ability to see clearly out of it. I had a quick little adjustment, and before I at the same time get my windshield wiper going to clear it out. Okay, swing it extra wide here so that I can make my turn without messing with the traffic in the adjacent lane. See, there's this little black Hyundai over here. I guess he wants to get over there. He wants to stay in the left turn lane. Interesting. But yeah, the lane next to me was actually rightfully the Hyundai's, and I didn't want to put any part of my trailer in it any more than necessary. So, for those of you guys who are newer at trucking, don't cut corners. Do a proper button turn to keep, because your trailer is going to cut the corner on its own. And you want to keep your trailer out of other people's lanes as much as possible. Okay, right up here on the right is the Ralph's Distribution Center. Now this light right here is part of their lot. And there'll be another driveway up here for them. Yeah, there's the driveway I usually come in through when I come here. A lot of people dread coming here. It's not just Compton, but it's the Yeah, it's a really tight setup lane. Alright, now this is Victoria right here. I'm going to turn right here. Now there's a food court, as you see right here at this sign right here at the corner. Now there are some little places to eat nearby. Yeah, and just if maybe you're at one of the customers in the area. I can't see clearly enough because of the fog. The other side saw as a green, but I can't tell if anybody's. Yeah, I see somebody coming. Until I know for sure that I can make this turn without screwing with the red light runner. Let's keep it over here in this lane. There's nobody in the left turn lane. Nobody in the left turn lane on the other side of the road, so that's good. Alright, this is where it's like Grace Roberts, and then right before I get to Northrop Grumman, there'll be a street right on the left. And I have a hard time seeing that because of the fog, so that's a good reason to have this map up. Right, not this street, but another one coming up here very soon. That's the driveway. I believe it is going to be, yeah, I see the traffic light. Yeah, right at this traffic light, I'm going to turn left. Bishop. Alright, westbound on Victoria, getting ready to turn south onto Bishop Avenue. Well, we even have a green arrow over there. It's not even anybody there. It's obviously timed. Alright, so yeah, it's a little bit after 7:30 now, so it wasn't too far off with when I thought I'd get up over here parked. Just a few minutes later than I was expecting, but for all I know, I might still have to wait before I can check in. I have to wait till 8 o'clock anyway. Okay, I got Grace Roberts right here, whoever that is, I don't know. But that's what I see on the map. Alright, and the turn coming right up right here. Okay, anywhere on this block right here, Charles Willard, that's the name of the street. Anywhere on this street, you can park in the middle of the street. I can see, look like a Walmart, somebody pulling a Walmart trailer or something right here. I got this other problem here with that I see another JCT parked up ahead too. This other driveway right here, we don't want to block yet. Okay, I'm gonna go off duty. Four ways on just in case, because they say no parking anytime, but I put this down that way I can more easily find the particular video to start, the video file to start with on the camera I'm looking at right now. That way, yeah, because I just have it rolling non-stop, and I don't have any idea otherwise where to find the start point if I don't do something different like this. So. So I did that. Alright, 61 degree weather. I'm going to send my arrival call now. Okay, I got 11:02 at 07:33. 5943. Yeah, so I got a yard jockey coming by me right now, looking like he's getting ready to turn into here. No? I think he's. Oh, I think he might be. Yeah, he's trying to get in where the guy with the Walmart trailer is blocking. So that's why I stayed a little bit further back. That way, if someone like the yard jockey needs to do that.
You have 5 hours and 40 minutes of remaining drive time.
Yeah, let's turn that off. Okay, get checked in, and I'll be back soon. Hopefully, if I'm not back soon, I'll be waiting until 8 o'clock. I don't think I'll need that. If I think Creed's going to take that spot. As you guys see, I have returned without paperwork in my hand. That's a good sign. That means that I'm checked in. I don't have a dock door yet, but there is room up there in front of the... that's a contractor pulling a JCT trailer, not an actual JCT driver. But I am blocking the driveway right here, so... we'll come up here. Park in between him and there's another truck facing at me. I'll park in between those two. There's room there for me to park in between the two. Oh, I'm not blocking the driveway. I'll go ahead and sheet across here for a minute, get my tandems into the lane, and then I'll maybe a little bit more space there for this guy. That way, if he gets clearance to dock in before me, he'll have the ability to. Well, no, he's going to end up moving that direction anyway. All right. I think I might have left my mouse at home. So I'm going to have to text my wife because I think she just started teaching. Got a dock door assignment. At dock door 24. I'm going to back in off the street. If you have a Freightliner or a Volvo, there is room there if there aren't any trucks nearby to get turned around. But I'm in a 579. It's not so easy to get turned around there. So I'm going to use this driveway here, set up my straight back. do have enough visibility. I can see that nobody's coming the other directions. This side's blocked anyway, so... Container truck over there on the end. I don't know where door 24 is, so I'll have to double check. And oh, there's a Volvo pulling out of a door there. So I'm gonna get my trailer over this way a little bit more. I'm gonna move my tractor the other way to get it to go there. That way this guy has room to go by me. Doors out past this trailer here. Then I'll figure out where my door is. That should be good. Docking in right between two drop containers. One of the closer one is the Pasa Hawaii, and the second one is the Triton. Both of them are smaller trailers. Should be able to start rotating already. The trailer to rotate out in front of the spot, not in it. very close. Just this little forward rate correction is all it takes to fix it. Quick and easy there. So, see how long it takes. From here, I got to figure out. I don't know. I was thinking about going up to Vernon for my washout, but there might be a better place. Remember, we do have a contract with the place in Vernon, but being that I'm going to be tight schedule, I don't know. I might just park it over here on the in the middle of the street and sweep it out. I'm not a fan of doing that, but let me double check what we have. Kind of just curious if there's anything. I do see a wash, King Truck Wash on Slauson Avenue in Santa Fe Springs, but and it's not too far out of the way from where I'm. Yeah, it's not very far out of the way at all. Let's see what kind of reviews they have. Outstanding place, great service, fair price. We'll come back here again. They had a washout at this location. They had the option to wash it with acid and other things. I couldn't find a place like this in a long time. People were friendly and they did a good discount for me. Highly recommend. Fast and great job. I can't understand why anyone would complain. Not the quickest place, but there is a lot of room to maneuver. Being in a warehouse yard, and they do a good job. Kudos for being kind and actually having customer service skills. Watch out, 43 Bones. I'll come back when in LA. You need to go to the end of yard to find King Truck Wash, Section G. Nice service, very friendly staff, not too expensive. Watch out, $43. Long time I didn't get truck wash like this. It's really nice. Service is good. Alright, so these are all really positive reviews on this King Truck Wash. It's on Slauson Avenue, east of the 605 freeway. See a Dyson service center nearby. Hello. If it's there at all, it'd be somewhere near the bed. Maybe it's in my backpack. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't take everything out yet, but. Okay, let me double check this. Maybe I do have it here. I don't know. I have closed over time. Oh, no, I haven't. I wasn't noticing it. Yeah, I just got in the dog over here, by the way. Thanks for checking anyway. Oh, the idea is if that was the case, Alright, so, like I was saying, place has a lot of really good reviews, it looks like, so I might just go ahead and get my trailer washed out over there instead. Looks like it'll be on the right side of the street as I'm heading east. Let's look at the satellite view. Pactive Corporation. I guess you got to pull into that driveway there at Pactive. Okay, I see where it's at. Yeah, it's basically back behind there.
Hey, you got your radio on? Going into Albertson or Ralph?
Alright, so we'll take a look at how the trailer looks when I'm done here. I might sweep it out, but I might also just stop there and get it dealt with there. If this guy's grabbing this container there, I'm wondering how. Hopefully it's a shorter one. He has no problems getting, because there's not a lot of room here. He's going to have to probably do a jackknife kind of turn to get clear of my tractor when once he does leave, assuming that he leaves before I do. So. Alright, well, that's it for this one. I'll have another video, basically one from here. Or actually, no, I won't in this video here. Let me so you got this Old Dominion driver blindsiding in, but he's on a day cab, so he can get away with that more easily. He's doing a nice job of it too. Trailer's tracking pretty nicely toward his spot. Maybe he's chasing. He might be chasing it down a little bit early. No. All right, no, he's going for the second spot over from where this container is. So now he's off, but it's all right. He got in the area very, very easily. All right, so anyway, like I said, I'll do a little bit more of this video so I can show how much time I actually spend in the door here, which I forgot to log. About 8:35 or so is when I got in the door. Put that in there, so there's a macro I can do. A lot of times people don't do the macro, and it's all right. Not a big deal if you don't, but I tend to personally. So there's better proof of what's going on. Like I got in the dock door about 8:35 because I've been off duty for 7 minutes. Okay, so yeah, that way if there are any kind of delays, it's easier to justify detention if they see that it took me so long to get in the dock door or whatever. I'm not going to get detention pay here. I highly doubt I'll be here long enough to get that, but we'll see. I mean, I've been here once before, but it's been probably a couple of years. Was with JCT, if I remember right. And I've been with JCT for about 2.5 years now, and it was probably my first year here that actually I even have record of it, but it's insignificant information. But I don't remember how long I spent here, so I couldn't really tell you. Anyway, that's all I have, and we'll press on with the conclusion of this particular video when I'm done unloading here. Okay.